Guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be doing a really fun but easy project here. So I've been really trying to keep all my projects like nice and easy for you. So this is great for a beginner. I have my white souffle rolled out to my third thickest setting on my pasta machine. And then I have my stencil here. So I'm just going to lay my stencil right down. And I wanted something a little bit different this time around. So just roll that out where you know your stencil is going to be nicely connected to your clay. And then I'm actually going to trim this up a bit so my white clay stays white where I'm not going to be using it. Okay, and one more time I'll roll that out just to make sure. Okay, and then get acrylic paint. So it could be any brand of acrylic paint. I'm using this one today and it's just black, so nothing extravagant. And then just make sure you're going over and filling up all those areas. All right, now carefully lift up your stencil. And then let that completely dry. Now I'm going to go rinse this off underneath my sink. And then by that time, this should be pretty much dry. And then we'll come back and do the next step. So while that is drying, I'm going to take some of my scrap clay. I rolled it out, same thickness as this one. So the third thickest setting on my pasta machine. This is more like a hot pink, reddish color. It has some glitter in it already. But what I want to do is take some of my glitter, and I'm just going to put a little bit on there. And I'm going to do my best to keep it away from this area. And then just spread this around. So get some extra fine glitter. The extra fine glitter works perfect on clay. And you can really spread it, as you can see. It just like really spreads nicely on there. I won't even need to use this big of a piece, but I can use this for something else, so I'm all right with filling up the whole piece. But you can see I used very little glitter and I still have so much left, so after I'm done with this, I'll put that back in the container. Get some saran wrap, and this will help prevent your micro cutter from like the clay sticking in your micro cutter. So I just like to kind of go right over it. And then I have a set of lips here. So you could do hearts, you could do lips, you could do, I mean, circles, triangles, anything that you really want, you can use. But I really want to kind of go a little bit different. So I'm going to make some lips. And there's two ways you could do this. So you can easily do what I'm going to do, or you can kind of punch out them and then lay them out to get them like burnish them where everything's flat in the same level. But I want my lips to kind of pop out. So that's why I'm just going to be setting these right on top of my piece. And that should be good to really start. And then I'm just going to take my little X-Acto knife, and then I'm going to start placing these right on there. And make sure they're going all different directions. Don't keep them all lined up perfectly, because it's more fun if you have them in different directions. And you can see that I'm being kind of careful to make sure that glitter doesn't spread all over, because I really don't want the glitter on my actual piece. You know, we can even do some hearts if we really want to. So maybe I'll do that. Just mix it up a bit. And I'll put some hearts on the bottom. Just so you guys can see the different looks of things. Plus, it's always fun to just change things up a bit. All right, let me kind of start cutting that. And I have my little heart cutter here. Another thing about the saran wrap is if you use it, it kind of domes your piece, which is really nice, so it's not flat. It gives it a little bit more texture, I guess you could say. Not texture, but it just gives it more of a bubble look, I guess you could say. And then we can lay our hearts down. Okay, this is coming down to the very end of my saran wrap, so I'm just going to kind of lay this over here. Just press them down lightly to make sure that they're secure onto your other clay. So grab your cutters. I'm going to use these organic ones because organic cutters are my favorite, and I just love these. I got these not too long ago. So that is what I am going to use. And then I'm just going to cut my pieces out. Now I got two different sizes. I have big ones and I have these like medium-sized ones. So you could really decide what kind you want. And I'm going to show you how you can add other stuff to this. So I'm going to actually use the big ones to show you how you could add to them, because there's a lot of really neat things you could do. Okay. Look at, oh, these are going to be beautiful. All right, now I have some space here, so I'm actually going to add some different cutters just to use up this as much as possible. So keep your scraps, because you can cut out even smaller pieces, like little circles, and get even more out of that. There we go. And you could save these shapes here, and you could use them on other pieces and burnish them, and it'll give you a really cool look. So don't feel like just because they're scraps you have to toss them. All right. Look how pretty that looks. Alrighty. So I want to clean these edges up real nice. So I'm just going to kind of take my blade and just clean it up the best that I can. This way it saves me on having to sand too much, because I really just don't like sanding. And the insides are always, I don't know, when you get cutters like this, the insides are always kind of a pain to sand if you don't do it properly. Can you see that? Look how pretty that looks. What a fun piece. So now I'm going to show you how you can add to them. And okay, so I want to take, let's take a little set of lips here. And I'm going to put one right here. This way it has the lips and the heart. And let's do the same thing over here. Just add it right up here. And we could add a little, we could do a half. Let's do that. Let's do half a heart. So let's go half a heart right here. And then we'll do half a heart over here to match. Put your holes in your pieces if you want to make them into dangles. Now these already come with like little areas for you to put holes in, so it kind of gives you an idea. But I am going to finish completely punching them through so I don't have to drill later on. So just pop that right in there. These I'm going to leave alone because I don't know if I want to make these into dangles or if I would like to do like studs with them. So I'm unsure what I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave those alone because I can drill them afterwards. So let me clean these all up. I'm going to place them in my oven at recommended time and temperature, and then we will return. My pieces are out of the oven. They're cooled off. I went ahead and I sanded them, and then I ended up edging the sides and stuff. So you'll see here I have all my edges colored. So I'm going to show you how to do that on this particular one. So I like to do like the paintbrush tips, and I already did the inside because it takes a little bit for it to dry. But basically, you are just going to go right around and color it. And just be a little careful that you don't get the backside. If you do, you could use acetone to take it off. Just move a little bit slower to make sure it's nice and neat. And just go right around. Give you a nice clean look. And then there is your earrings. So I decided I want to use gold on this one. So I have these particular posts, and they're super easy. You just slip them right on, and then you just take your pieces and clamp them in the back, and then there they are. Look how cute those are. I think these are a lot of fun. They're very what I would call edgy. So you could do the same thing with these ones. These ones, you could make these into studs. You could easily sand the back here and then embed your post on the back, and then you have little studs to go along with these ones. So I really hope that I was able to show you something fun and new, and I hope that you really enjoyed creating these pieces with me. If you did, please remember to hit the like button. It really does help. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!